Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are y'all doing? A little bit different kind of scenery, right? I was rushing, guys. I am in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago. I love the musical Chicago. Haven't seen gangsters run around yet. But anyway, no cowboy hat, just a stocking cap because it's freezing cold up here. But up in Chicago, a little bit of a business commitment going on. I'm up here for a couple of days doing some training. My first visit ever to Chicago. Just just flew in, and boy, are my arms tired. Now, here's the thing, guys. It's going to be a very quick show tonight. Just probably not more than about 10 minutes or so, because I got dinner and people waiting for me. A little bit of a business commitment, but I couldn't not come out here and say howdy to you guys. It's been kind of fun. I flew in the Midway Airport and decided that instead of taking a Uber or something, there's a huge line of people on the Uber. So I thought, well, I'll just take the elevated, the subway, because when in Chicago, do like the locals do. So I did that. Took a little longer not playing, but still, we're right here. Let me start off with big old SKD 143. Love my wife, love my kids, love reality TV, love all of you guys out here. Real quick, I was going to talk about Deal or No Deal Island, Traders, Big Brother casting. Woo. Let me see who is out here real quick. Again, it's going to be very quick, but I didn't want to let you guys down either. Patricia Miller. Howdy, Patricia. How are you doing? Desiree Watts. See, I know how to pronounce it now. Doesn't mean I won't screw up every once in a while, but bear with me. How are you doing, Desiree? Mark Taylor. Mark, how are you? Karen Hummer. Brian Hosteller. Let's see. Y'all guys, I got to read through these comments here. Saying, Ma's, how are you doing, Ma? Oh, happy birthday, Ed. Karen Loveland, Paul Long, Cindy, hi, Cindy, how are you? Amanda, let's see who else we got. Michelle Moore, Colleen, and I think that's it for right there. Here's the thing. I thought about putting this thing off till 9:30 or so Central Time so I could go do dinner with these guys. But sure as I do that, I'm in Greektown, part of Chicago, which could be interesting. I may be doing, I don't know, Opa or something and not be back by 9:30. I didn't want y'all waiting. I know some people on the East Coast probably couldn't stay up that late. So I just figured I'd do a real quick show. Yeah, Greektown. All I can think is my big fat Greek wedding. I love it. Absolutely love that show. But anyway, how are y'all doing? And Wyatt Garrett and Ken T are here as well. Guys, how are y'all doing? Welcome to the Windy City episode. I think of Chicago. I think of About Last Night, and I think about Annie Oakley. In Oklahoma, everything's up to speed in No, that's Kansas City, right? Nah, oh well. Anyway, yeah, a little business going on. So yeah, Ken saying Chicago cold. I came prepared. I got this. I got gloves on. Not too bad right now. It's probably in the high 20s or something, which that's like Houston weather last week. So yeah, not too bad right now. I'm really hoping while I'm here, I get a chance to explore just a little bit. Because again, I've never been here. I'd never been to New York City until last March when I came up for Nicole's wedding. That was a lot of fun. Now I'm here in Chicago. I'm only here for a couple of days, a quick trip in and out. I'd love to try to find Jessica from Big Brother My Season while I'm up here, or find DJ Showtime is up here as well. Just not going to have. There's a lot of Chicago folks here. Andy Herron's up here. I'm not sure a few other ones, but it's just not going to happen this trip. Hopefully the next trip will happen. Ma saying bro gets to travel everywhere. Every once in a while. This sure beats some of the locations that I've been to in my career over the years. But yeah. All right. So let's get, it's going to be quick. So let's get into it. What do y'all think? Now remember, spoiler zone here. We're going to talk of spoilers. What are y'all thinking about the Traders? Yeah, thinking Danielle and Carolyn and Rob are going to be hanging out for a while, or are they doing too much too fast? Michelle Moore sound about 2 hours north of Chicago. Well, it's we flew in over the lake. Talk about a bumpy plane flight. I guess those winds come in off the lake. I know why they call it the Windy City now. But yeah, my cousin lives there in Chicago. Jane is saying, howdy, Jane. Welcome aboard. Sorry this particular episode, because again, it's going to be fast. Y'all getting tired of me saying that. I just don't want to. Anyone who shows up late, please let them know. But yeah, we're in Greek town. I don't know if we're going to go eat Greek food, or I think the restaurant they had was maybe Italian food. Hey, and y'all live in Chicago. Let's see where I'm staying, and y'all can tell me. Bar Sienna, some kind of Italian food. I'm up for anything. Marilyn's saying, I think Danielle is doing too much too soon. It's hard because we only see bits and pieces, but it sure seems like she's overplaying a little bit. Now, she and Carolyn both seem like maybe they could turn on Rob at some point. I really think Rob's doing too much. I did think he made a decent recovery of getting out yet another housewife, proposing that. But you see people that like Wes that they're just convinced it's Rob. I think it's only a question of time before he is absolutely in trouble. I think Wes, Bob Harper, there's going to be a couple of them that are Tom. I think there's a few that are going to focus on Boston Rob pretty quick. I think he's going to be out fairly rapidly, which I'm not going to feel too sorry for Rob. He's been on a lot of shows. But yeah, Ma saying my hotel's haunted. I hope not. We'll just got here. We'll find out. Cindy saying I don't think this traitor trio is gonna make it. I don't either. I could see Carolyn lasting for the long haul. I thought she's doing a great job. Danielle and Boston Rob, yeah. Now they're just here for the short time. They're a little bit like how can I already forget his name from Big Brother last season? Tucker, right? You'd think it'd been years and years. Just playing too hard, trying to do too much, and I think he'll sneak up and get both of them. But yeah, I think Carolyn could do fantastic. She's just so much fun to watch. And as Ma is saying, these traders are messy. They are messy indeed. And I say it every week, but I just think people are too focused on trying to get out a trader and not just trying to get out people that could potentially be coming after them. Man, as soon as I heard my name being mentioned, I don't care if you're a trader or not, you're out the door. That would be my only focus while I was in the house. Candace is saying from Chicago, well, howdy, neighbor, at least for the next couple of days. I'm over on the West Loop. I don't know what that means. I am right there at Greektown. I don't know what that means either, but that's where they sent me. It was interesting taking the subway in. I felt safe the whole time, but there were certainly some interesting people, a few places here and there. Cindy saying, I think Carolyn's doing the best job as a trader. I agree. I absolutely agree. Jake Brooks said, I just joined to see if Cliff won the veto. Oh, just give me one more veto. Put me back in the Big Brother house. I promise I'll win that final veto next time. Man, came so close. I have 5 years and I still think about that one. But yeah, that's it is what it is. Can't stand West Loop. That's my area. Just be careful at night. Where we're walking is only a block or two away. Then I'm back to the hotel. It's too cold to be doing anything else. There isn't enough. I'm going to eat, maybe have a drink or two. But yeah, I'm right back here and getting in before it gets any colder than it is. Moss and Bills fan in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry for you Bills fans. As a Texans fan, I know what it is like to come so close to beating those Chiefs, and maybe you kind of did, depending on how you think a few of those calls went. But we got to see Taylor, right? I think that's all the NFL cares about is getting Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, one way or the other. So let's see. Colleen said I look quite comfortable. It's got to be the hat, right? I laughed. I was at Houston. I get on the plane. I got this whole heavy coat. I'm ready to go. Everyone who lives in Chicago, you can tell because they're just dressed in very light jackets and things like that. I felt like I was going to the Arctic, and they're just kind of lackadaisical about it. But I don't do the cold well, so I do what I can. But at least you're not the kid at school, like the kid at school wearing a Tony Gonzalez jersey. Those Chiefs, three times in a row. Nothing against Chiefs fan. I've said before in days past, I cheered on the Chiefs. And I certainly did not cheer on the Eagles, considering I grew up a Cowboys fan, and they and the Washington were kind of our rivals. But this season, the Eagles may be getting a little bit of my support just to shake things up a little bit. Just like Big Brother, sometimes it's nice to get a little power change, and that's what we need in the NFL. So, yeah, we got that. All right, let's see. She should go to the Shad Aquarium. It looks over Lake Michigan. I saw some pretty stuff as I was coming in. Now, this is going to be a quick one. Hopefully I can get my bearings about me a little bit, grab Sharon, come back in later in the year, maybe come during the summertime and get to see some stuff. That would be That'd be a lot of fun. We'll see. All right, so we talked about the traders real quick. What do y'all think about Deal or No Deal Island? I tell you, Dr. Will, maybe he just got some big check to show up, and he's not so much worried about winning at the end. He's just there to stir things. It wouldn't surprise me. Someone like that, they probably said, hey, we'll pony up. I don't know how much he charges, but we'll pay a little extra just to get in here. And suddenly there's less incentive to stick around, because if that had been a bad deal the good deal last week, I think Dr. Will maybe could have gone home. Instead, it was a bad deal. Rock, the older guy, he never stood a chance in that game, right? And nothing to do. He just didn't seem like he was fitting in as well as he needed to. We lost Rock. Dr. Will's an interesting person. Someone asked earlier, they couldn't figure out the deal or no deal, how it works. It seems like it's just random. It is a little bit, there's a little bit of strategy in terms of picking and the strategy of how you end up with which suitcases and all of that. And who you work with. There's a lot of alliances, because if you get a good deal, you pick someone else to go home. So it is kind of important that you know who will support you and vice versa. But Jane saying, I liked Rock. I kind of did too. I just don't feel like he really vibed with the rest of the folks on that island. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, the thing kind of interesting about Deal or No Deal Island is that last week, remember, it's a duo that was making a decision. They had like a 3 and 4 chance that they would get a good deal, which unfortunately, what that means is a good deal, meaning that you're praying that you got a real low number in your briefcase, which kind of goes against the original Deal or No Deal Island, where you always want the big number at the end. But hey, it is what it is. It was still very interesting. Candace saying, when does Dr. Will come in? Sorry, Candace, if I threw some spoilers out there, but he'll show up. They'll show up pretty quickly, in fact. All right, so we got that. Guys, I'm watching the new show. I think it's on Apple TV, but you can probably find it elsewhere if you look around a little bit. Silo. I read all the books, enjoyed it. I'm a sci-fi guy. I love sci-fi books. Read Silo, self-published by the guy who wrote it, kind of like Andy Weir wrote The Martian, which was originally a self-published book, then big movie and all that. Well, now Silo's a series that's come out on Apple TV. Pretty good. Pretty interesting. Talking about some future where people all live in silos, trying to figure out what's going on. It's a lot of intrigue. So check that out if y'all get a chance. All right, what else is going on? I think at this point, God, time goes so fast. What else was I going to talk about tonight? I don't know. It's going to tell y'all some cold weather stories. Tell you about I ride subways everywhere. I rode one in Chicago, rode one in Moscow, rode one in Vienna. Ridden them in Washington, D.C. I think the only place I never rode the subway was probably in Buenos Aires and in Mexico City, because in both places I was told maybe not so bueno, not as safe as other areas. So I have done them there, but other than that, love doing my subways. I'll tell y'all some stories on that. I did up in New York City when I went up and visit. Sharon didn't want to have anything to do with it. I just rode it one morning, saw the 9/11 memorial, and then came right back, just so I could say I did it. All right, guys, with that, let's see. Hey, Cliff, has BB ever asked you to do the roundtable before voting for the winner? Dr. Will didn't do it last year, and I think you'd be great at it. I would love to do it, Vicky, but all they got to do is call me. I would ask the questions. I would grill them. I'm sure there's all kinds of things. They say, do this or don't do that. I would have fun finding out what was going through some of these people's head. I'm probably saying, what were you thinking? Just, you got booted. Now tell me what you were thinking on that. But now they haven't contacted me. But hey, maybe if they have open calls, maybe so. They are casting for Big Brother. I think it starts February 10th. So get your videos ready. Maybe while y'all are auditioning for that, I can audition for the roundtable. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. All right, Dr. Bose. Yeah, but have you ever ridden the subway to Shea Stadium? No, I haven't done that. I feel like Shea Stadium and the Philadelphia Eagles, there's a few places where I just may want to avoid. You go to see a Philadelphia Eagles fan wearing cowboy gear or something. Yeah, that would do fantastic, right? No, I can't say I've been to Shea Stadium. I do think I passed by Shea Stadium when we were there, because we were in at LaGuardia and going to Long Island, and I think we passed right by it. Didn't get a chance to go and say, man, I'd love to go see Wrigley Field while I'm here in Chicago, but not going to have time for that either. Is it Pitch Perfect? Perfect Pitch. One's a singing song. One's a Drew Barrymore Jimmy Fallon. I like the Jimmy Fallon one. That's a good little rom-com, right? So anyway. All right, guys, with that, I'm going to shut it down because I got people waiting for me for dinner. Do not want to let them down. And I'm kind of hungry as well. Y'all have a fantastic week. I am sorry that it's so quick, but I did want to get in here and at least let y'all know what's going on. Hopefully I have all kinds of crazy shit, not too crazy, but maybe I'll have some crazy Chicago stories when I get back next Monday. Until then, y'all have a fantastic night. Stay warm wherever you are. Stay safe. Let's talk all about reality TV next week. Until then, guys, have a great one. SKD143. Talk to y'all later. Cheers. I'm in Greektown, so Opa. Is that good, bad, hello, goodbye? I don't know. Sounds Greek to me. It's all Greek to me. Guys, you have a great one. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.